Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, May 22nd, 2013. Well, a couple of scheduled announcements that could be market affecting today. There's the existing home sales at 10 a.m. and petroleum status report at 10:30, and Federal Open Market Committee minutes at 2 p.m. and even Bernanke's going to talk at 10 a.m., but apparently I don't think he's going to say anything that may be market moving, and he generally, as a rule, tries not to. I think he's happy the way things are running right now. So that's it for the announcements today. On another front, let's take a look at the account. Or not at the account, let's take a look at pre-market. Pre-market is looking flat to slightly up, and gold is up a tad, and oil is settling down back to the 95 level that it has been at, wiggling around 95 for quite a while. A little bit below, a little bit above, sort of like the market. It's up or it's down or it's flat. It's one of those three, right? And it could change between those at any time. Alright, taking a peek at our account. This morning I was taking a look over here at this column, buying power effect. And what this is telling me right now is that this is the amount of risk that I have in the account, and the P&L since the open of course is telling me where I'm at with that amount of risk over there. So with that thought in mind, I quickly went through my positions and looked to see if there's anything that I could close, because I am at max risk on my spread account. And if I go look at the spread account, we can see that I generally want to keep it down to 50% of the account. I don't want to put more than 50% at risk, and I'll tell you that account hangs around 40 grand for the most part. So right now I'm at 19, and if I have a position that is at 80% profit or more, I'm going to want to get out of it so that I can go and open something else and make another 80% on that risk, which could be, like $2 or $3 or $400. So that would be a good thing for me. So I ran through and I looked, and I saw that Panera here and Mastercard, and actually Mastercard in both accounts, because I have it in my other account too, in the Profit 10 portfolio account, so I can free up that particular one. Now if I look at it this way, on the Profit 10 portfolio, I can open up another one here, and I don't have much at risk in that account either right now. That one also is around 40 grand, both of them are. And I can afford to, as I mentioned before, go shopping for the next expiration, for July expiration, for iron condors or other types of trades. So that's what I'm looking at right now. So like I mentioned, it comes down to Panera and both Mastercards, both of these Mastercards that I'm going to close today. Everything else is doing pretty good. Apple has me a little bit worried, but I think it's recovered quite a bit, actually, from what it was looking like the day before. The day before, this candle here. Yesterday, this candle. And actually, it looks like we might be forming a hook here on stochastics, so there could be a wave down here on price. Could be. nothing is ever 100% in the market. So, but normally we had this hook here about the same place, and we would definitely be burned on this particular trade if it makes a move like that. But with that in mind, the percent K never hooked down. So we will be watching percent K or percent D here. That's the green one, to see if that is going to form a hook. And right now Apple is trading, looks like it may open slightly higher than what it closed yesterday. Okay, so I'm not going to run through positions at this time. Just to mention also that we'll put the A plus list up here. I'm pretty happy that I did not jump in on a call yesterday on Priceline, and we mentioned that particular possibility. If I look at a chart from yesterday, today might be a good day. But I would be looking for maybe like percent D coming down a little bit here, and giving me an opportunity to look again at doing just a long call. But the other part of it is, I looked at these prices. You talk about putting something at risk. That's another reason why I didn't want to jump in on this. That would be $2,300 if you were to do an at-the-money call. And things can change rapidly on those. Let's take a look here at a for instance. Okay, so if we bought this, and we go to the risk profile here, if price, let's take a look at the chart. If price just drops down to 813, let's move this down to 813. Come on. You lose $600. And let's say that it does that on Friday, you lose $738. So that's the reason why we like to limit our risk, because you can get pretty burnt on this. Reset parameters and reset slices. You can always look at the other side and go, well, if it moves up, say it moves up to where was that high, 847. If we move back up to that level, we made $1,200. So you could always look at it that way too. All right. Well, dream on, as they say. We do like to limit our risk. Okay. Let's take a look at. Let's do our scan here. All right. So maybe a secondary opportunity here on Apple. So I'm going to get rid of some of these white things because they're confusing me here. And we've seen this enough now where I can delete these. What's this little one back here? Oh, there's just a couple of them there. Don't ask me how that happened. Alright, now we're clean. So there might be a secondary opportunity here. So I am going to put a new bullseye here and see how things work out there. Not ready for an alert yet. Just a little bullseye. Let's keep an eye on it. Amazon. We currently have an iron condor on Amazon that's doing pretty good. No direction here, so no opportunity for any sort of directional play. Baidu's doing pretty good with our current position, and we might have well, we don't really have anything going on here. We have a new uptrend and no entry opportunity. Remember, we'd be looking for stochastic to come down here, either on the daily or on the weekly. Not happening. CELG. We got a hook here, but our alert did not trigger. Alert is still, well, it's still, we're going to move it down to here, which is just above, a little bit above the close. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll move it there. And if we close that some other trades, we will have some additional capital that we can put at risk. CF, we have a nice little June bear call here that's working out pretty well. Came off of this trigger here, this target, this bullseye. Textbook for right now. Downtrend, stochastic up above 80, hook down, jumped in, all looking pretty good. No additional secondary entries on that particular one. Chipotle, still in a march up. Another one that you could probably might want to consider just buying a call on, but I'm not doing it. But if you want to, go right ahead. Looks like a relatively safe bet, especially if price is staying above this 9 moving average here. But there is no entry triggers on this particular one on the bullish side at this point. Gold, still wallowing around. We got in here sort of a second tier, I guess you might say, entry on the weekly, which was another one back here and another one back here in this current downtrend. So no secondary entries at this time. Something might be forming, but nothing there at this time. Alright, Google, we're going to draw a target in here because we might be heading here for an entry possibility. Actually, this is a nice secondary entry as well. Put another one here with maybe a lower risk. This would be more of a delta 20, and if it comes down here and gives us an entry, this could be a delta 15 or so, just because this uptrend is pretty strong. So we're looking at two here, a delta 20 and a delta 15, and we're just going to watch. I'm not going to put an alert on it. Well, let's see, maybe I would. Maybe I should. Above the high from yesterday, and here's the high from yesterday, so we'll put an alert here. And we're looking for above. Alright. Goldman. There we go. We're looking for an alert down here, and I don't think we're going to get it. Sachs jumps on report it may be up for sale. Really? Who the heck could afford to buy them besides the government? I don't know. I may have to check that out later. Okay, nothing here. Just pay attention to the screen. There's nothing behind the screen. Nothing happening here for an entry on Goldman Sachs. LinkedIn. It's finally starting to make us a little bit of money here. We had our fear alert sitting here, and we'll just leave it in there. So LinkedIn is starting to produce a little bit of theta value here, and we're starting to lock in our premium on it. We're not like collecting premium, we're actually just maintaining the premium that we got when we sold it to begin with. Mastercard, I already mentioned that we're going to be bailing on those. I think I can take that off now. So here's our two positions that we are going to be taking off today. And we are looking at a possible entry in the near future if it stalls or pulls back a little bit. Netflix, yeah, we're pretty close to locking in our gains on that one too. We're looking at 393 and we're at 299, so we are about 66%, maybe 70% on that. And we're looking at a possible secondary entry here. And we would consider adding to this particular one. We have an alert that we will just maintain here at this level. And it's good enough for me for right now. Price line, when we looked before, we know that there's really no entry possibility here based on stochastic, and nothing on the weekly either. So not a candidate at this time. Panera, we're going to close that particular one. Here's our get rid of our bullseyes there and start fresh in a nice uptrend, but no entry with stochastic up here. And last but not least is Visa. Visa may be giving us another entry here too, so I'll take this target out anytime now. I'm going to take this target out and put a new one in. Okay, so we have a target on Visa, and that is it for the A+ list for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.